of the government's strategic policy goals, first and foremost, gender equality and freedom from discrimination is a human right. And promoting gender equality is also directly and indirectly linked to many broad outcome goals for 2012-13 financial year, such as developing our youth, strengthening families, preparing our labor market for future opportunities, improving the lives of the elderly and disabled, empowering women, improving health care, reducing substance abuse.
The goals of this campaign is really to look at the gaps and to take it in sections so that the general public understand that we don't stereotype and put people into boxes when it comes to gender. It's also a very good tool to use within the schools, I think. It could be useful there because we want to start early letting our young people, because I think the young people in the Cayman Islands are some of the most vibrant in the world. I think we too often speak about the negative things that's happening with our young people, but families are dynamic in the Cayman Islands as a whole. And I think this would be good to assist the families to really speak to their children in homes about what gender is. And I think this is a good campaign and a good way to start.
The data on gender gap were used mainly from the 2010 Population and Housing Census. It covered a wide range, but more specifically looking at education, health, employment in the labor force, as well as housing. The most surprising, I should say, gender gap has to do with the gap in income in relation to education. What we have seen that no matter the level of education, that gap exists. Even at the lower end, where when we look at persons who have no educational qualification, that gap exists between male and female. And when we look among those with a first degree, a bachelor's degree or higher, that gap also exists and is even wider. And you would have expected that education, which is the great equalizer, would have closed that gap. So I think that is very interesting.
We want to make our young boys and girls know that they can do anything that they set their mind out to do, and they shouldn't be stopped by the gender.
Promoting gender equality means valuing men and women and promoting the rights of men and women to have the same opportunities for the achievement of important goals in society, such as education, employment, and income, and contribute to our country's development in all levels.